exotic girl, and a little dog in the bag. Like rich bitches. I get on this stage, I state facts, and I came to fucking rap. You handicapped. How you gonna run?
Niggas used to be GD, but then he switched. Now he throwing up the 5 cause he a bitch. How the fuck you switching gangs, boy? You lame as hell. Broke ass couldn't afford no canteen when you went to jail. Your bitch sucked me, licked the stack, and then she sent your mail. Did a crime with all your guys, but now you finna tell. My work doing jumping jacks before it hit the scale. If I up this effing on you, it ain't show and tell. If you think the GD's broke, well, you don't know me well. I had G's when I got locked up, I can post my bail. Bitch, my mama throw a GD, my dad.
What's cracking? Welcome to Tell the Truth, Shame the Devil broadcast. I came on here to fight my man, you know what I'm saying, the example, one and only, you know, one of the best battle rappers in the Midwest, you ask me. So we finna get right to some of this stuff, some of this good juicy stuff. So I got a couple of questions to ask you. For example, I'm just curious about a lot of things, certain things. First off, how long you been battle rapping?
2012, so almost 12 years. What was my first one? It was like July 2012. Yeah.
Okay, so do you look at yourself as a vet in the game?
Yeah, definitely. Hell yeah.
So you kind of feel like nobody fucking with you right now?
I mean, hell no. It's like I got a team and shit. Like we everybody, you know what I'm saying, like everybody that nigga. So basically, you know what I'm saying, if somebody on my team be like, nigga, I'm the best nigga around here, I ain't finna argue with him on that public post, you know what I'm saying, or no shit like that. But it been proven, like I done battled a lot of niggas who say they're the best and shit. So yeah, I think I'm the best at that shit. But at the same time, I don't hate on my niggas when they feel the same way, cause we basically moving as a unit. Like we done battled each other, now we battling everybody else. So everybody's supposed to feel like the best. Otherwise, shit, that's when you got bench players and shit. Like niggas, like what you doing it for if you ain't trying to start, basically.
Okay. Well, I got a couple questions I want to ask you. 5 months ago, you had battles on Jack City. Somebody, let me get his name right. McLondon.
Megalodon.
Yeah, Megalodon.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, right? Do you think you won that?
Yeah. Easy.
You know?
Yeah.
I know you was gonna say that. So I had a bar from what Megalodon said to you, and it's kind of funny. This is what he said to you. Hold on, wait. What you say? You say you haven't been on cartel in a minute. I started wondering, do you re-up yet? He said, Chop knock your car out of park. It's me home run. Let 3 more shots hit him. He don't bust back. He'll a hovercraft. Do you feel like that was a good bar? Good punchline? Because I kind of think he fucked you up on that one.
It was pretty decent, but it's like I didn't have to even rebuttal it, because my life rebutted it. Like right after that, I was main event for a cartel event. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
It was like, did I have 2? Matter of fact, yeah, I had 2, because right after he said that, I had Lotta Zay, main event. Then I had Lou Castro, main event. So it was like, it's like cool, but at the same time, a lot of what people don't realize about cartel is it's 20 members. So it's like, if I get battled for a name, say for instance they book me for a name, that's a couple thousand out the budget already to whoever they book me for.
Yeah.
So if it's 20 of us, you know what I'm saying, I gotta sit out a few cards, you know what I'm saying, because there's other niggas here who putting in work too. So it's like, it's their turn to be invested into. Like I can't remember, it's either 17 or 21 battles on cartel. No other battler got that. So it's like, when I gotta take one for the team, like sit off, or like sometimes they used to have me battle like smaller names just to be on the card. Like I take that shit, because it's like I done had my names, and when somebody invests in you like that, a lot of people don't be really appreciating that shit. They be like, okay, I got a name. Woo, I ain't battling such and such and woo, woo, woo. But at the end of the day, you got to think about it. Like, these motherfuckers just spent hundreds, if not thousands of dollars for somebody to fly here with a hotel room to battle you.
Yeah.
So they done invested in you. So it's like, you can't just always be like, hold on, I'm David Ruffin. Because, you know what I'm saying? It's 20 niggas.
Yeah.
And it's like shit. So I gotta see it. Sometimes I be having to sit them out. And what I do in that time is I like Jack City battles, UB battles,
Yeah.
like the other leagues I go to. So I still be active.
So I got a question. Is it one league that you didn't battle on that you want to battle on? Or is it a person out there that you want to battle right now?
Honestly, shit, it's a few leagues. Cause like say for instance, like everybody wants a URL battle. I never had a URL battle, and basically that happened because my league was a threat to their league. So a lot of us kind of got, in a sense, blackballed to where it was harder for us to get URL and smack battles, even though they was looking at us, because our league was booking big names versus big names. We was the first small league doing that, and that's how we became a big league. So when we started booking big names versus big names, smacking them was like, hold on, what the fuck? Because we was the first ones outside of their league doing that. Like other niggas would just get a big name versus a nobody. We was big name versus big name on the top of the card, another big name versus one of our people. So we started taking like culture battles that the world wanted to see.
Yeah, so do you think y'all feel like Cartel is the underdogs in this battle league game?
Not really the underdogs no more, no. Because they try not to pay attention for like a long time, or we didn't get the recognition we feel we deserve for a long time and shit like that. But at the end of the day, like we done had like everybody on our league and shit like that. So it's like, it's more than just motherfuckers just like, oh, this league better than Cartel because we got the stats to prove whatever and go against whoever type shit. So it's like, I don't feel like we underdogs no more. I feel like we don't get our just due as much as we should, but we get niggas get a lot of recognition. Like right after events, if you do good at events, like your phone ringing or your inbox got an inbox in it for another battle to get paid to do. So it's like, motherfuckers stay busy, everybody stay booked.
So I got a question. I'm gonna go back to that battle 5 months ago. You said something that caught my fucking attention, and I still can't rattle the punchline that you delivered. You said, boat with a barbecue by a deck. It's for show beef. That shit was fire. I had to listen to that shit because I watched a couple of your videos before you came. I did my homework.
Oh yeah, I was just placing shit together. Boat with a barbecue by a dock. It's for sure beef. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I like that.
Words.
So I got a question. Is it true that you retired somebody from battle rap?
Yeah.
Literally retired his ass, like smoked him, got his ass out the way, like.
It's actually a somebody else too. It was a female. I ain't gonna say who, but I retired more than one person. But
why? You know what? We ain't gonna get to that.
Cause she like she ain't really. She was never like a huge name to where if I said that a lot of people were ring bills, it'd just more so just start some friction between me and her, and then ain't nobody gonna really care about no one type shit.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I had a battle in 2012 when I first started, and versus Mecca Marlowe. I had pulled out his paperwork and shit.
Mecca Marlowe. So when you pulled out his paperwork, and I actually watched that video. That video was actually a heat movement. I actually thought y'all was gonna get the fight on that motherfucker. He really said what he said. He told because he stole his PlayStation. Like, be for real, bro. Make that shit make sense. A PlayStation.
Yeah, that shit was funny because it was like, basically, say for instance, me and you grow up together.
Yeah.
And when we like 12 years old, I break in your house and I steal your PlayStation. And you know I got it. Yeah, that's just that. And then 7 years later, we commit a crime together. and you say that's your reason for telling on me because I took your video game system 7 years ago when we was kids. Like, that's basically the situation.
So I'm just curious. The person he told on is the person now, or he locked up?
Oh, JoJo. He locked up. Yeah. So.
Oh.
Yeah, it was.
That's what he good weed right here. I like this shit.
That's what he was trying to use as his excuse for telling. Like, nigga busted my crib, took my PlayStation. And if you hear, as soon as he said that, somebody laughed like real loud because it was like nigga, you bringing up some shit that happened when y'all was kids. For why you told on him now? Like, that was my motivation. That nigga stole my PlayStation when we was kids.
That shit is so hilarious to me.
It was just, the truth accidentally came out. You know when motherfuckers get drunk and they say exactly how they feel on accident sometimes?
Yeah.
And shit? That's exactly what that was. The cameras was rolling. He was rapping. All he knew was to speak his truth at that moment. So that's what he did, basically.
Hey, y'all, this called Tell the Truth, Shame the Devil. And that man spoke some truth, and he told, like a little, you know how the game go. A lot of people tell, but let's get back to this shit. So when he retired from battle rap, because I try to find him. I can't find him nowhere in no type of battle leagues, no battle teams. He's just like, he dropped off the planet of Earth.
Yeah, he lost steam after that. Like, he tried to have, like, he had, like, one comeback battle, maybe two or some shit like that, but they didn't really do nothing for him because it was like everybody already kind of had viewed him a certain way. And the only bars they was reacting to was the bars he had for me. Type shit. Like, they ain't care about just his rapping. It was like, ooh, he said this about example. Like, that's not, so, yeah, he just basically disappeared after that. So he doing his thing, though. He played, he worked for the Bucks now. He worked for that band.
For real?
Yeah, he did like a drum player and shit.
Oh, so damn, you retired him, you just started playing drums.
Yeah, successful.
Hey.
He had the Pfizer. If he know Giannis, I'm pretty sure he'd have made Giannis millions of times. Like,
yeah.
So he doing his
So
thing.
I'm curious, right? I watched your battle with D Nice, and there was some things on there that fucked me up. Did you really get that boy kicked off Cartel?
No, not our Cartel, our Body Gang.
Ah, Body Gang.
Yeah,
Okay,
he,
okay. That's with the Splash Brothers, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically, it was a fight that went on. It was some domestic shit, basically, but in the fight, the highlights you could see of the fight was him running off stage in the background type shit.
Yeah.
So, everybody was laughing about it. Me and him both Body Gang. I don't know you like that. And you just ran like, I'm not finna tuck my tail and be quiet. This shit is funny. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just started throwing some humor at the situation, and he was getting mad and shit. And I'm like, nigga, the whole world doing it. Like, I'm not finna be quiet, nigga. You did some fuck shit. Like, you looked at goofy. Like, that's basically what happened. So, like, you just gotta take this shit. And that's why I was doing it. I was basically just trying to get him to have tougher skin. Like, these niggas finna tease you already. So, when we got in the inbox, the Body Gang inbox, we was having a discussion, and he was just talking crazy. And I was like egging it on. Everybody else was kind of trying to talk to him, like, bro, you just gotta realize. And I'm like, bro, you a goofy, bro. You ran, woo, now you mad, you crying in the end, woo, woo. He was like, fuck it. He said something, and Killer was like, fuck it then. And put him out type shit. So it basically, it was finna happen, but I egged it on type shit. Like, I was just teasing him while they trying to talk to him, and he said some crazy shit. And motherfuckers like, oh, okay, fuck it then. And put him out.
That's wild. That's wild, right? Hey, so but when I watch y'all battle, he came with his first line was fucking nice, and he really was trying to prove something. Mm-hmm. The man said, "I punched the talent out your body like Patrick Ewing." He fucked me up, and I think he got that fucking bar of a Space Jam.
Yeah, he had a few lines. The thing with him, he ain't as intricate, basically. So
yeah,
like, he gonna say something simple and boom and put it out there, then he gonna keep moving on. As opposed to me, I might have a setup that's gonna lead to it, and then it's gonna be like a stronger punch and shit. But he definitely an up and coming battler. He getting nice and shit. Like, with our battle, I felt like it wasn't. It was already, people knew, like.
So
okay,
was it personal though?
A little bit, kind of. With me, I I was laughing at the situation. He wasn't laughing. So it's like, you mad niggas teasing you and shit like that and all that. Like, nigga, I'm gonna keep doing it. So I kept doing it, and then eventually he started laughing at some of the shit. Like, he found it funny. Like, okay, haha, that's funny and shit like that. So we did our battle. It was like, it was controversial because the first time we battled, he ran out the building. So that footage never dropped. So then it was like, oh shit, they finna battle again. They finna, it's for real now.
Yeah.
On the real, like, if you listen to the battle, like, as soon as I start rapping, I said something about somebody was like, lock the door. I was like, yeah, lock the door. So
Yeah, I heard that. That shit was funny as hell.
So yeah, it was just, it had been building up to that.
Oh, okay. So far as the battle league, I was watching. I watch a lot of your battles, a lot of your music too. Do you think when you battle Logic, do you think it was more of y'all doing it for fun, or y'all had something to prove to each other?
It wasn't necessarily for fun. Battle rap fun for me anyway, but league, you know, Jack City booked that, so it's like he basically Jack City and I'm not Jack City, but I do a lot of business with Jack City. So when they booked it, they didn't book it on no buddy battle. They booked it on some shit like Logic Fire and this nigga a dog, and we always booking him. They booked it on some we throwing two wild dogs in the cage to see what happened type shit. Like, that's what they was on.
Hey, so you cracking a lot of jokes in your battles. And, you know, a lot of people don't really like that shit. Do you think you get under their skin with that shit?
Yeah, that's what it be for, because it's like, at the end of the day, like, when you battling somebody, it's like, how many times can I tell you I'm going to beat your ass or I'm going to shoot you? Right. So it's like, I'm going to say that a few times, clever, or talk about some guns I got real clever. But then after that, I'm ribbing your ass. Like, that's all I really, it ain't like no, we don't got no real life beef or no animosity. So it's just what I don't like about you, or I'm just ribbing you now. So a lot of that shit, I just put it clever, make a few jokes and shit. But yeah, I be trying to attack niggas' characters, because it be like, it be true shit and a lot of shit I say, a lot of motherfuckers won't even say to a motherfucker. Like, they just like let that shit go past. Like, when I told Logic, I said he used to be fat, now he frail, unless it's AIDS, it gotta be cracked. Like, just shit like that. Like, plenty people that already said it, like, man, you see Logic lost plenty weight. Like, niggas have already been whispering that and shit. So it was just like, I tell niggas, like, I'm gonna tell you, no, this was going on. They don't want to tell you, but I'm gonna tell you.
So you say it's 20 members, right? And I know it's the Splash, bro. You battle, was it Showstopper?
Both of them, Philly B and Showstopper.
So what do you think when you battle them? What was the hardest battle to you? To you know you gotta come hard or go home.
What, from them two?
Yeah.
I was only worried one time when I battled both of them. The only time I was ever worried is when I had to battle Killer B in the Last Man Standing event, but I ended up winning. But that was the only time I was nervous about battling either one of them. Like, because around that time, motherfucker, I still had certain people who I was like, no, I wouldn't battle him yet. I ain't ready for. Now I don't feel I battle anybody, and I think I can win. So it's like, it's different now. But back then, the second time I battled Killer B, that was the only battle I was like, damn, I don't really want to, because it was, and I didn't get to write for him. I wrote for a tournament. They said bring 3 rounds, and you going to battle whoever you end up getting Drew to battle. So I'm like, okay, bet. The first battle I had was versus this nigga. I'm like, damn. Like, so I had to use my best round versus him type shit. And then the second one, that was the Mekamalo.
Yeah. And
then they shut the event down after that because some shit happened outside. But
so I gotta ask a question for this one question I gotta ask. I've been wanting to know this for a long time. Now I don't know who else want to know this, but I've been watching battle rap for like 5 years, like really watching it, trying to learn and everything. Bankhead is nice. I want to see y'all two go at it. Why won't nobody put y'all two in the ring together?
For one, we on the same team. For two, I would say it's expensive to anybody outside the cartel to want to book it anyway. And then for three, that battle only makes sense as far as entertainment. Like, it really ain't. If you look at it, really, it's like it would be like him giving me an opportunity, even though I've been doing it longer than him.
Yeah.
Because he's been battling all big names back to back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On a streak like that, so it's like it really, he ain't got nothing to gain from that battle. Like, except maybe like respect. Like, okay, he fought a dog or some shit like that. But it ain't no, yeah, it don't make sense for both of us.
Yeah.
Like, it'll make a little sense for me, but it really don't make sense for him, and that's my guy. So it's like yeah, like if you ask, like, yeah, bro, it don't make sense unless they paying you something you really want or need as far as money. Like, on your end, it don't make sense.
So how do you feel about that rock battle in that Bankhead? Cause I watched that shit. That shit was, that was a dog fight. And you ask me, to me personally, it's a toss up. Cause watching it in person and watching it on video is two different things.
Yeah.
I watched it in person, and I kind of didn't like the way it looked, but on TV, it's totally different.
Yeah, facts.
And I feel like Bankhead did his fucking job. If somebody said he didn't do his job, he did his job.
Yeah, the only thing is, like, he had lost his voice before that battle, so it don't really, you can't tell on the video recordings, but that kind of took away from his performance. Like, as far as him, like, he liked to yell and shit, and he wasn't really able to yell. So that kind of took away from it. Yeah, I would say that, like, nobody got bodied, but it was like Rock was on this A+ game. Like, it's very seldom, like, Rock brought a URL performance. Like, he brought 3 crazy rounds and shit like that. So yeah, I had it, I don't know, 2-1 either way. I might have edged Rock in the building.
Yeah.
Like, Rock was spazzing in the building, and then it was like, I could hear Bank, but I can just tell, like, his voice was gone, so he wasn't doing what he usually do, like, in between his bars, like, yelling at the nigga, saying some shit that ain't even in his raps, or talk, I'm fire, nigga, like, what the fuck is this? Like, he didn't get to do all this shit, so it kind of took away from it, but it's a movie, though, and it's a win-win situation for him, because it's like, you ain't get bodied, and you just battled Tay-Rock. Like, you just had a great performance with Tay-Rock, even if majority say you lost or however it go. Like, shit, that's a big ass compliment.
So I'm gonna ask some questions about you. You got a couple mixtapes out. What's your recent project that you're working on right now?
I ain't getting no mixtapes really lately. I had the Milwaukee Legends 1 through 6. And then some other shit as far as mixtapes. That was when I first got my studio, though. Yeah. I was trying to learn how to mix and master, so I was making songs and practicing on my own shit and dropping mixtapes out of that shit. So, like, right now, I just dropped Milwaukee Legend, the album, on all platforms. And I got another album. It's done, pretty much. It's like, because I like to get like 20 to 30 songs. I get 20 to 30 songs. And then I pick 10 to 12 of those.
That you like?
Yeah, like, not even, I like them all. It's just, I try to put 10 to 12 together. Then I make a raw ass project. Like, okay, I got 2 of these type of Milwaukee beats. I got a Detroit tripe beat on here. I got some club shit. I got some rapping shit. Like, I try to get some of everything before I put the project all the way together. So I just keep making songs, and as it go along, like, I end up with like 20 to 30, and I pick like the best 10 to 12, not even best. I just pick the 10 to 12 to make a great project. I listen to it, listen to each song, see how it sound like going from this song to that song. And I always pick the intro first. Like, my intro usually be like one of the better songs on there or the craziest beats. Like, you gotta start with a bang.
So I gotta ask you a question about that one music video when I think you was on a couch and somebody was doing therapy or something on you. That was creative. And how did you come up with the concept of that video?
Mixtape movie. shout out to Sparks. He was my cameraman at the time. He me and him was doing some shit around the holidays to where he was trying to get like basically a video contract.
Yeah.
It was like, I do this amount of videos for you for this amount of money. And it was like 10 videos or some shit. Like we had a talk like that. Like I do 10 videos for this amount of money. And I was like, we can start when I get you half of the money type shit. And I think I gave him half right away. And then like every video shoot, I'd give him a little bit more. So I was just paying the videos off as we did them type shit. But it got to a point where like one day we did 3 videos. One day we did 2 videos. Like we were just knocking them motherfuckers out. And I was just like don't drop none of them yet. Just clean them up and get them ready. And then it was like, fuck it, let's do a mixtape movie.
So what made you come up with that concept when you did the first the mixtape movie? Because there was some very funny parts on there. Like when you was on the phone, like a female called you. Who was that? And she got to talk about her problems or something?
Probably my sister. I had her involved in it. Shout out to Susie.
Okay.
So when I had all these videos, when you put up a song that got a professional beat on it, they'll flag it.
Okay.
Copyright claim it. Not flag it, but they copyright claim it usually. Okay. So that means like if it get too crazy on the views, they getting all the revenue for it anyway. You just they let it stay up though, but they gonna be like, hey, this is the original song. It'll be it's gonna end up down there in the description. So I already knew I couldn't do much with the songs because they was industry beats. So it was just like, you know what? I got this, I got that, and they all different. I was like, now that we got all the videos, it's like, let's do like a therapy session. And he was like, what you mean? And I was like, basically, we're going to have a therapist, and I'm going to be on the couch like I'm getting therapy, and we'll put the songs in order, and I have her ask me a question. This is going to lead to an answer that goes right into the video. So it's like, I wrote her like 5 or 6 questions, however many videos is in there. I wrote her a question that it was going to lead me to an answer that was going to go right into the video.
It was one, my friend tried to cut you off, but it was one question that you said on there that had me laughing to death. You said something about, like, sometimes I just want to shoot people. Like, was you serious? Was that a joke? Was you playing? Was that something you really think? I'm just curious.
Man, hell yeah. Like, I'm serious. Like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like that, but it's just like, shit, like, I'm older. I'm in my late 30s, so it's like you know what I'm saying? I know how to control myself and all that shit, but hell yeah, I be having them moments where I want to, like, react like the old me would have reacted, or not even, just, I always been composed anyway, so I never did no, like, just stupid shit for no reason. Like, I always had shit thought out, like, if I shoot it was deserved, like, shit like that, so
I got a question for you. Where is this question at real quick? It was something about your past, about, I think you had went to Atlanta for a couple years. Was you doing music down there?
Nope.
Not at all?
No, I wasn't. I was there for like, I think like 6 months, almost a year or something like that. I don't remember, but no, down there, it was different. So it was like, I was trying to figure my environment out. Because it was like super different. Like, I'm talking about, I was like 15 or 16. The people my age down there, the teenagers and shit down there, where I was at, they wasn't even fucking yet. So it's like, I'm down there, I'm like, y'all ain't never had no, what? Like, what y'all on? So the females my age down there, they was like, they wanted to, but they was like on that nervous virgin shit that I went through when I was 12 and 13.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so I started like messing with older bitches. Like, I had a few grown bitches and shit down there, but yeah, down there I wasn't really right, and I was trying to figure it out because it was like everybody wasn't driving to go somewhere. You down there might have to walk through the woods for a mile or two and all kind of just different shit. But it was straight down there though.
So as far as your music, right? What all platforms your music on?
Everywhere. Like, any site you can think of, it's on there. I'm talking about iTunes, Apple, Spotify, Deezer, I forgot the other one, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, like everywhere. Like it's distributed everywhere.
So do you feel like if the right opportunity come, would you sign a deal or would you just go independent all the way?
It depends on the deal. It depends on what it is or whatever. Like, I ain't gonna do like no millions for shit. I do pretty much. I do deals, especially if it's a nice amount of money, cause shit, that's all a nigga come from, trying to get that money. So yeah, hell yeah.
So I just gotta ask you a question. So you don't think the independent way is the smart way to go, even though it might take longer?
It depends on the situation. Like, if I can get the situation I want as far as a mainstream deal, then that'd be perfect, and it's even suitable for them type shit. It's just about being recognized and shit. Like, all I really need from a label, shit, you could throw me a M or $500,000 or some shit like that. I just really want that promotion, that machine behind me for a minute.
So,
because you can have a machine behind you for 1 year, get dropped from the label, and you done accumulated 50,000 fans in that year that's gonna listen to you, even if you just putting shit out off of your phone all day, because you got the fans now. So it's like, hell yeah, everybody. I want to get that look, so I basically go back on my own, start doing shows after once I feel like I got enough like following.
Okay, that's what's up right there. Like, so I gotta ask you a question, right? Now as I teach youth and shit. So I be wondering sometimes what their mind is. So I ask them a question. I just want to ask you the same thing. What's bigger than Lambeau Field? Hold that thought. What's the biggest room in the whole world that you know of?
Room?
Yeah, that you seen that you know of.
I don't know.
No, I had to learn from my lessons. So, room for improvement. When we think little, we do little. When we think big, we do big. I made this broadcast because I feel like I want to go independent all the way. And I feel like if I strike a deal, it gotta be the best deal that's gonna fit my people around me.
Yeah.
Sometimes I've been looking at stories and events and like stuff that y'all go through, and I feel like sometimes we are underlooked. Like we underlooked that.
Yeah.
And I feel like what is gonna take, or what we gotta do to go viral just to be in that top rank.
That's the trick nowadays. It's all about fame. Like, who do the most viral shit that makes somebody catch their attention or make people want to copy them. So it'd be like, fame is different now. It's short-lived. Like, if you do something viral, you got to do something else viral. Otherwise, they're gonna stop looking at you real soon. Like, and look at the next motherfucker. So it's like you got to constantly be on some Kanye West shit. Otherwise, shit, it's gonna be over for you. I want y'all to follow me on all platforms. The Example 414, DAEXAMPLE 414. Talking about Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. The Example 414. Tell mama to follow me too.
So, I'm asking this last little couple questions before you leave, right? When you look at battle rap and where you came from, who's the battle rappers and some of the rappers that inspire you to do what you're doing?
Shit, a lot of them motherfuckers. Everybody from the DVD era. Shit, number one, I say Rex.
Yeah,
So
Rex
yeah,
was nice.
Yeah, shout out to Rex. He was the main one. Like him and Mook, like when they was doing the DVD eras. I used to more so be wanting to see Rex, and then shit, Rex transitioned like right away. Like Mook, he was battling on the DVD, then he disappeared until they had that Rookies vs. Legends card. He came back and shit when Loaded Lux brought the casket. But T-Rex rap from the DVD era to right when they start booking events, this nigga was still doing that shit, like still relevant and shit. So yeah, that's probably who inspired me, and it's like he taught me how to stay relevant. So I've been doing it like 12 years, and it's like,
And you've been irrelevant. You've been relevant.
yeah, so you just gotta do something every year or every few months. Like I just do some viral shit, like that Milwaukee versus Minnesota shit. That
Yeah.
shit, I got like down there 50,000 views from them two videos.
I
So
seen
it's
that.
like
I seen that.
just that kind of shit, just talking shit to motherfuckers. Like the D-Nice battles, the Mega Milo moments and shit, like all that shit, just like keep a motherfucker relevant. Then if you steady beating motherfuckers while you talking shit, it's like how can we ignore this nigga? He talking like Muhammad Ali and he beat niggas.
Yeah. So, to that, you know, this your boy, funny ass up top JJ. This is the motherfucking show. Tell the truth, Shane the devil. I'm with my boy.
Example guns up at the logo.
Let's get it. See you on the next.